How's it going, everyone? My name is Yawman Dota, coming to you with my 6th PubCast, brought to you in part by the user S3VV4 over on the R Dota 2 Cast It subreddit. This is going to be a very high skill bracket ranked all-pick match, so let's go ahead and get into that now. For those of you who don't know how it works, ranked all-pick, each team will take turns picking. They have 40 seconds allotted time for those picks. If they decide to go over that, every person on their team who has not picked yet will continue to lose 2 gold per second. First pickup for the Radiant is going to be that Axe, capable of either falling into the jungle and just farming up those neutral camps, as well as going in the off lane. Combination of his Q with the Berserker's Call as well as the Battle Hunger, able to keep him alive pretty well. Battle Hunger giving him a little extra move speed as well as slows on the enemy heroes. And the Battle Hunger is going to give him an excessive amount of armor, capable of tanking up a lot of right clicks and just walking away from some fights if they don't have enough lockdown for him. So as you can see, 4 seconds up to the Dire to get their pick off. And their first pickup is going to be the Lifestealer. One of those heroes who got changed recently, his ultimate Infest, usually just capable of going inside a hero or a creep, forced to just kind of sit in there and is at the whim of how those creeps want to move as well as the heroes. Now he is, whenever he invests a creep, capable of moving that hero or unit around himself, so that way he can, surprise some heroes, go inside a creep that they don't expect it to be, starts walking around awkwardly, all of a sudden a Lifestealer pops out. Second pickup for the Radiant is going to be the Queen of Pain, most likely going to be their mid player. Second pickup for the Dire going to be the Slark, capable of being their solo safe lane, the safe lane core 1 role farmer, as well as playing the off lane with his W, that leap, is going to be, or the pounce is going to be capable of escaping a lot of initiations or potential ganks from whoever the Radiant want to throw at him. Third pickup for the Radiant going to be the Lina, most likely going to be that safe lane support role, capable of also falling into that mid role with the Queen of Pain, probably not going to be doing that this game. But with that extra attack range that she got in the last patch, she's going to have 700 attack range, capable of zoning out a lot of offlaners, as well as the magical burst damage she has from her skill set, throwing out that Light Strike Array, as well as the Dragon Slave, going to deal a lot of damage. And they're going to answer these big mana spell cost abilities from the Radiant with a Pugna, his third pick over on the Dire. His main objective is going to be getting down that Nether Ward during fights, going to be flaring up and doing a lot of damage to whoever wants to drop spells over on the Radiant. Fourth pickup for the Radiant, going to be the Faceless Void. That's going to be their safe lane farmer. Is untraditionally capable of falling in that offlane role. His the Time Walk capable of getting him out from a lot of ganks, similarly to how the Slark uses his Pounce. But most likely going to be going in that the safe lane farming position, trying to get some farm on him, either getting an early Midas, Battle Fury, or Mask of Madness in order to get a lot of right clicks early on when he gets those Chronospheres down. Otherwise, he's not going to be doing too much damage early game. So you can see the Dire pickup, losing a little bit of gold here for these two players who haven't picked yet. It's going to be the Storm Spirit pickup for the Dire. Going to be their mid player most likely. Fares decently against the Queen of Pain, neither of them really going to excel too far above each other. Queen of Pain, once she does get level 6, even though the Ball Lightning from the Storm Spirit is pretty strong, the Sonic Wave coming out from her is going to deal a lot of burst damage if she can get some initiation over on the Storm. Last pickup for the Radiant is going to be the Broodmother, so that's most likely going to be their solo offlane player, going to just be dropping those webs down, getting some Spiderling spawn, capable of going off on those support players pretty early on if they get caught out of position. Axe is going to be doing the jungle role then. He's just going to be farming out those neutral camps, looking to get a Tranquil Boots and then eventually a Blink Dagger. So let's see who the last pickup for the Dire is going to be. Actually going to be the Phantom Lancer, so that's going to be their safe lane farmer most likely. Probably going to be the Slark in the off lane, potentially the Lifestealer off in the jungle, and the Storm Spirit in mid with the Pugna safe lane supporting the Phantom Lancer. Just running down these lineups, we're going to have Happy Milkman over on the Lina, Cronus on the Queen of Pain, Come I Clap For You over on the Faceless Void, John Doe over on this Broodmother. Over for the Dire team, we're going to have S3VV4 over on the Lifestealer. PL is going to be played by the One-Man Army, pretty appropriate name for him since he's going to be spawning a lot of Doppelganger illusions once he gets a little bit more attack speed and farm up. Over on the Slark, we're going to have St. Cloud. Storm Spirit's going to be picked up by Chavizi. And lastly, we're going to have Pugna played by Bubbles. So you can see we already have a little bit of rotations from the Dire teams. They're setting up in order to get those bounty runes. They're going to have people on the top and the bottom. Not really sure Slark's going to want to be contesting this with the 3 heroes from the Radiant over here. Axe with the Queen of Pain, as well as the Faceless Void. Axe is going to go into the Roshan pit, check to make sure that there's no one in there waiting for it. Pugna's going to get a high ground ward up here. That's going to really help out their mid lane Storm Spirit. Capable of seeing when the Queen of Pain's moving up, going to be trying to throw out those daggers at him. So it's going to be Pugna who picks up this rune for the Dire, as well as the Queen of Pain, who they're going to give the rune to in the middle. It does cripple their mid lane a little bit by picking up that rune. She is going to get an extra 100 gold in experience, but she is going to miss her creep block. So it is going to be, looks like Storm Spirit actually is going to miss his as well. So, or no, he doubles back and he gets it, only lets one creep through. So this wave actually not going to harm the Queen of Pain as much as it originally could have. Another thing I didn't mention with that infest is combination with the Storm Spirit. Lifestealer is going to be able to go and infest inside of him, and then whenever he ball lightnings in, he's going to be able to pop out and do a lot of right-click damage on whatever the unsuspecting hero is. We're going to see Queen of Pain throwing out a lot of daggers right at the start. There's the second one. I'm going to take down a lot of damage over on the Storm Spirit. Up in this top lane, we're going to see the Broodmother is going to throw down a lot of webs and make it really difficult for this Pugna in order to help the PL. She's just going to be able to come in, at least soak up EXP at the very minimum. On this bottom lane, we are going to see the off-lane solo Slark farming up against this Faceless Void as well as Lina. Lina just trying to zone him out at the moment, while Axe farms up that safe lane, or the easy camp down in the Radiant jungle. Broodmother taking a little bit of damage over from the Pugna and PL. And they are going to get a sentry ward down now for the Pugna. Let's see if they want to initiate off that. Spirit Lance is going to come out. There is a Lifestealer here as well. He does have open wounds, but going to walk out of range of this sentry ward. So looking at this middle lane, Queen of Pain is at 3-0 to the 4-1 of the Storm Spirit. Neither one of them going too out of control with their farm at the moment, but Storm Spirit is dropping low, has his bottle on the way from the Courier. Queen of Pain opting to looking like she's going to be going for that Null Talisman first. Whether she decides to pick up the bottle before finishing the recipe for that, we'll see. See, up here in the jungle, Lifestealer is going to farm similarly to how the Axe is. Broodmother actually not doing too poorly. He gets 4-0, 6-1 for the Slark down in his off lane though. The lack of pulling from the Lina is definitely going to keep the creep wave over towards his tower, going to be able to stay within EXP range for a majority of the time. So this main thing, we're going to see the dagger come up on the Storm Spirit. It's going to slow him up. He's not level 6 yet, so Queen of Pain's going to be able to just blink over and grab the rune. Is finally going to finish that bottle, so she's going to have that coming out to her, but the Courier is down in that bottom lane. It's going to be a little bit until she gets that. Storm Spirit going to rotate down towards this bottom room. Going to find out that it's gone though. Axe had picked up the double damage room that was down there. Going to give his bottle back to the Courier. Going to try to ferry himself that back with a full bottle. See, CS-wise, Queen of Pain now leading 10-0 to 6-1 in the Storm. She's going to blink in and throw out the dagger. Going to do a lot of damage. The dagger's going to probably take him over. The Remnant's going to get the Queen of Pain as well. First blood going to go to the Queen of Pain. Storm Spirit getting the follow-up kill. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. He's going to lose out on the EXP that the Queen of Pain got. So definitely advantage for the Queen of Pain that one, getting the first blood as well as the experience. Up here, the Broodmother is going to have the finish Ring of Basilius. Probably just going to be going for her boots next. Going to continue to last hit and spawn spider lanes with her Q. See, Lifestealer is falling into this mid lane in order to get some EXP while the Storm Spirit was away. You're going to get a blink in from the Queen of Pain. She's going to throw out the dagger. Axe is here as well. Let's see, gets the Berserker's Call off. See if you can get any counter helixes off. Not even going to matter. Queen of Pain dagger as well as the right clicks from Axe going to be enough to take down the Storm Spirit again. Nice rotation in from the Axe from the jungle. Capable of helping out that Queen of Pain. Getting her an even larger lead than she already had. Checking in on the bottom lane. Top CSer at the moment, even with the Axe in the jungle getting those small camps, is going to be that Faceless Void. Has the finished Poor Man's Shield as well as his boots. Axe is going to pick up his Tranquil Boots in the jungle. Spirit Land's coming out from the PL, not going to do too much damage to the Broodmother, he's just going to walk away from that. Queen of Pain is going to bottle up a Bounty Rune, see if she wants to make any rotations up top to here to help the Broodmother. Might be spotted out by this Pugna, who has decided to pull the creep wave over towards this lane. She's probably going to disrupt this, causing the lane to push towards the Radiant Tier 1 top. We are going to see the Lifestealer coming over here as well. Pugna's going to put down the Nether Ward. She's going to throw out the Sonic Wave, but to do a lot of damage to herself in the Nether Ward. She's going to blink away, falling really low, but she is open wounds from the Lifestealer. Out comes the Spirit Lance from the PL. But it looks like everyone's just going to walk away with this. Pugna dropping incredibly low, but that Nether Ward definitely saving him. Oh, he's actually going to tick out on the backside to the dagger from the Queen of Pain. Over in this mid lane, we are going to see the Remnant thrown out from the Storm Spirit, as well as the Electric Vortex. But Lena's here, as well as the Axe, hitting that Light Strike Array, capable of taking down the Storm Spirit in the end. So you can see the kills and deaths. Queen of Pain is 3 for 1 to the 1 and 3 of the Storm Spirit. Definitely a good start for her. Nice that she got that kill up on the Pugna on the top lane, as well as the first 2 kills in the middle without dying to that Nether Ward from the Pugna. She is going to be level 7 to the level 4 of the Storm Spirit as well, so that huge level advantage and the disparity between that is going to definitely help her. Only has 1 level in the Scream of Pain, actually opting to max out the Shadow Strike instead. Interesting pickup. She's going to blink up here, throw out the Shadow Strike. Storm Spirit's going to get some overload charges on her. Both of them, one falling pretty low on health, the other one doesn't have any mana left, so probably just going to see a disengagement here from them. Lifestealer is up here waiting to see if she decides to go back in. Does have the open wounds as well as the rage left, so she can initiate on her. She is going to have enough mana to just blink away, going to bottle up this Bounty Rune. Down this bottom lane, Axe is going to spot out the Storm Spirit coming down. He does get the bottle charges with that double damage room as well. Lifestealer going to continue to chase around this Queen of Pain, but she does have her blink back up again, so she's just going to walk away. Here comes the Decrepify from the Pugna, as well as the Nether Ward over on this Broodmother. Going to get the Nether Blast down too, but Broodmother most likely just going to be able to walk away out of range of that Sentry Rune. So Lifestealer going to get a rotation in up here as well. Definitely delaying his farm in the jungle a little bit. He does have that Gloves of Haste as well as the boots. See if he wants to just finish his treads or if he's going to be going for a Midas.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Down this bottom lane, we are going to see Slark just pounce away from this Faceless Void. He is not level 6 yet, so can't drop that Chronosphere. He's got 1900 gold in the bank at the moment. Does have enough if he wants to finish that Morbid Mask right now. PL following down towards this wave, towards the Broodmother a little bit. She is going to still have webs back here, though, so she's going to be alright in range of her own tower. Is maxing out webs as well as spawn spider lanes as opposed to incapacitating bite. So this Queen of Pain TPing up towards this top lane. See if she's going to want to go in. She's going to blink in and get the Scream off. Going to kill the Pugna immediately. The PL's going to throw out his Doppelganger. Going to throw out the Sonic Wave. Going to miss on him though. So as you can see, he throws a Spirit Lance over out on the Broodmother. She's dropping pretty low. See if the Queen of Pain does have a blink in 1 second as well as a Scream. She's going to Scream, kill the illusions off from the PL. The Spawn Spiderling is going to do a lot of damage, and the right click from the Queen of Pain is going to take him down. Nice rotation up from the Queen of Pain. Meanwhile, in this mid lane, Light Strike Array is going to come out over on the Storm Spirit. Going to connect. He's going to get the Dragon Slave off as well. Pugna's here, throws down the Nether Ward, gets the Nether Blast off too. Flare doing a lot of damage. Going to get the Light Strike Array over on that the Storm Spirit, and the Dragon Slave combination with the right click is going to do enough damage. Here comes the Lifestealer though. He's going to open wounds. He's going to take down the Axe. He's going to turn over on this Lena too. He's going to get a double kill. Pugna does die on the backside though. Nice rotation over from the Lifestealer. He is going to infest inside this creep. Queen of Pain is here. Not that much damage. The Nether Ward's going to do a little bit of damage to her. She's going to throw out the Screen of Pain. Looks like Lifestealer is going to eat a dagger. It's going to do a lot of damage. Might tick out over from this. Does have a rage in 1 second. Probably going to be able to just magic immune himself and walk away if it does come down to that. Scream of Pain back up again. She is hasted. Here comes a right click. Here comes the rage too. Dagger is going to wear off. Storm Spirit's going to come back after being dead though, and he's just going to kill the Queen of Pain. Nice pickup for him. Down this bottom lane, Void is level 6. Opts for that first Mithril Hammer. Whether or not that's going to be a the Maelstrom or BKB first, we're going to see. Probably going to be the Maelstrom though. We're going to have the Axe coming back in over on the Slark. He's going to get the Berserker's Call off. No creeps hitting him, though. Let's see if he wants the Chrono. Chrono is actually going to hit the Slark on the very edge of that, just barely catching him. He is Shadow Danced up. Going to be able to just leap afterwards. Nice escape from the Slark. Broodmother is going to have something ferried to herself. It's going to be the recipe for the Hand of Midas. She only needs 3 more gold in order to finish that. Spirit Lance is going to come out on her. Not going to be enough to make her leave the lane, though. She's going to finish that Midas. So not too bad. 9-minute Midas for that off-lane Brood. She is 0-0-2. The assist goal definitely helping a little bit. No towers yet, though, so very nice timing from her. Not being able to zone out enough from the Pugna. Scream of Pain is going to come over with the blink on with the Queen of Pain. PL is going to disjoint that and not any damage. She does have Ring of Basilius as well as that Morbid Mass. Probably going for an early Vladimir's offering. Definitely going to be helping with the right clicks from the Void, as well as the, from the Slark, as well as the Lifestealer. So that, since that is an aura, it will stack with the lifesteal from Feast. Netherward's going to come down over on the Pugna. He's going to do a lot of damage with that Nether Ward, but he's going to... Oh, he's actually going to get denied from the PL. Nice job from him, denying Queen of Pain that kill. She did a lot of damage to herself, though, once he dropped that Nether Ward. Good awareness from the Pugna to realize that she had blinked in. Going to be the Helmeted Iron Will picked up for this lifestealer. Most likely going to be going into an armlet. Lina is going to rotate into this middle lane, get some EXP and farm. She's going to throw out the Laguna Blade, going to do a decent amount of damage to the Storm. Not enough. Lifestealer's here as well. Open wounds over on her, going to get some right clicks off. She is going to fall on the end of this. TP rotation in from the Pugna. Not going to be necessary, though. Down here in the bottom lane, we are going to have the Chronosphere is not back up. We are going to have the Queen of Pain rotating in. Slark's going to eat a dagger. Going to throw that Shadow Dance off. Scream of Pain is going to hit him as well as blocking that path that he has. He's just going to be able to leap over the trees, though. Still eating a lot of damage, but he is not visible from the Radiant team, so he's going to be able to regen back up with that Shadow Walk passive. You can see up in this top lane, Broodmother does have a decent little army of the spiders. She's going to spawn more off this creep wave and try to take down this tower. Down to 300 health. Might be able to do it with this upcoming wave. Let's see if the Dire want to rotate in. Looks like they are going to be trying to take down this middle tower, though. So that is going to be the tower. The Broodmother does not get the last hit on it. She has the Midas as well as the Soul Ring, but she does not have boots yet. She gets caught out of these webs. It's going to be kind of trouble for her. Not much movement speed. Going to go invisible. Lifestealer is here as well as the PL. Down this bottom lane. Chronosphere is up for the Faceless Void. Axe is going to have... He's finished his Blink Dagger. He blinked and gets the call. Chronosphere over, and Calling Blade is going to be the one to finish it off. A lot of illusions up here for the PL. Not going to have that finish Vladimir's offering yet. Not really anything they can do against that Broodmother. She's just going to walk away with her invisibility inside those webs. Has a decent little army of spiders. If anyone decides to rotate up here, she's going to be able to do that chaos damage with the spider lanes, taking them down pretty quickly. Another ward is here for the Storm Spirit. Lina's going to be sitting in this mid lane as well. Has the Laguna Blade back up. Realizes that the Pugna ward is there with the debuff as well as the Mana Flare coming out on her. Bottom lane, tier 1 tower in bottom lane is going to fall after getting that kill over on the Slark. They are just going to move on to the tower. On this top lane, this Brood is kind of far away from her webs. She's just going to drop another one. So she's going to be alright. See if they want to stop her. That's Brood's main strategy, though, in the early game is just to sit up in whatever lane she decides to, drop a lot of webs, be able to just back off if anyone initiates her, and just create space for her team. Only ward up on the map right now is still going to be this one high ground ward. Looks like they might have replanted it as well. So no vision coming out for the Radiant right now. They do have map control taking down those 2 tier 1 towers on the outer lanes. But we're going to see a rotation in from the Axe as well as the Queen of Pain. Lina sitting on the backside. Let's see if they can get the Blink Call over on the Storm Spirit. He does have a double damage room as well as the point booster, giving him a little more tank ability. Blink in from the Axe, gets the Berserker's Call off. Queen of Pain's there as well. Light Strike Array, and it's going to be actually the Dragon Slave that finishes him off for the Lina. Calling Blade not even going to get off for the Axe. So he's still going to actually uses it, doesn't get the kill with it though. So they're going to rotate up to this top lane, maybe help the Broodmother out. Pugna does have his Nether Ward. Not really sure. The Queen of Pain is going to eat a lot of damage as she blinks and uses the Sonic Wave. Recognizes that there. Going to get the Rage from the Lifestealer. Nether Ward doing a lot of damage. Going to take down the Lina. Infest comes in, gets back out, does a little bit of damage to the Broodmother, but looks like these 3 heroes are going to be able to walk away. Is going to be the Lina for nothing up on this top lane. They're going to throw out the Dust. Is going to connect with that Broodmother. She's going to continue to sit here. They can see her. Might just wait out the effects of this dust, though. Nice dodge from the PL with the Doppelganger there. You throw out the Spirit Lance. Storm Spirit's going to zip in over here. Pops the dust. He is visible. Doesn't have a lot of mana left. Axe is going to get that Blink in and the Berserker's Call as well. Going to get the Rage up from the Lifestealer. He's going to Decrepify over on Pugna, and it's actually going to be the PL with the Spirit Lance that finishes it off. And it looks like Axe is going to start building into a Blade Mail. Already has the Chain Mail as well as the Robe of the Magi finish. They're going to walk right into this Storm Spirit. Berserker's Call over on him. Queen of Pain's going to throw out the Sonic Wave, dealing a decent amount of damage combined with the screen. Pugno is going to drop that Nether Ward. Nether Blast is actually going to take out the Queen of Pain pretty low. She's not going to die, just going to walk away from this at the moment. So up on the backside, we're going to have the Slark. He's actually going to get the a Pounce off. So he's going to kill the Queen of Pain on that backside, actually. Chronosphere is here for the Faceless Void. He's just going to Time Walk out, though. Realizes that he's going to eat a lot of damage from that Flare if he's going to drop that Chronosphere. Slark is going to continue to pursue him. He does have the finished Claymore. Going to be going for that Shadow Blade. Gets the Pounce off over on the Faceless Void. This might be all that they need in order to kill him. Finished the Armlet of Mordidian over on the Lifestealer, but not going to be enough to take out that Faceless Void. He's just going to Time Walk away. And this mid lane, Lina is going to spot out the Slark. Let's see. She does have a Blink Dagger, actually, so very quick Blink Dagger pickup from the Lina. 15 minutes in. Not bad at all for the support over here. We're going to have the Blink in from the Queen of Pain. Slark's going to get a couple hits off. Going to get some Essence Shift. He's going to use his Shadow Walk. Scream of Pain going to come out from the Queen of Pain. Blink in and Berserker Call. Going to miss over on that Slark. He is just going to leap away. Axe is going to continue to chase with the extra battle movement from the speed movement from the Battle Hunger. Queen of Pain going to get the Scream of Pain. Calling Blade over on the Axe. Going to finish off that Slark. In the top lane, Broodmother is going to drop down that Insatiable Hunger. Not going to continue to go over on this Lifestealer. He is out of mana, though. Not going to be able to infest or use Rage if he wants to. So we're going to see this mid lane tower probably going to fall down to the combination of the Lina as well as the Axe. Storm Spirit's going to go down over on this Queen of Pain. She is hasted up. Mostly going to be able to walk away. Blinking from the Lina. They're not going to be able to find that Storm Spirit, though. He's going to bottle up. Probably going to be able to just walk away. Queen of Pain is going to blink up over here on the high ground. Storm Spirit's just going to zip back down and go back into his own ancient area. Chronosphere's going to come up on this top lane. They're going to be able to get it over on the PL. He's going to drop low. Doppelganger's away. Going to get the last hit is the Faceless Void over on him, though. Decrepify coming out from the Pugna. Nether Blast as well. Going to miss over on that Broodmother. On this mid lane, Slark is going to pull the wave back. It's going to be the Queen of Pain who's chasing after this Storm Spirit. He's going to fall down. Let's see if the Dagger wants to tick over the Storm Spirit. Looks like he's probably just going to walk away from this. Isn't going to be able to last click. Oh, the last tick actually going to tick him out. Well played from the Queen of Pain. Diving pretty far. Life Drain going to come over on the Pugna, over on the Faceless Void. Meal on the backside. Axe is going to blink in. Look for the Berserker's Call. Not going to hit. There is a couple Sentry Wards up here for the Dire, though. So this Broodmother is going to be visible to them. They are going to throw the Glyph out on this top tower. It is a little bit below half health. Broodmother is going to have that first Oblivion Staff finish. She is probably going to be going for an Orchid. So it looks like Lifestealer as well as the Slark is going to get this mid lane and trade for this tier 2 in the top lane for the Radiant. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case. So we're going to get the Queen of Pain TPing down to this middle tower. She's going to blink in over here. Going to throw out the Sonic Wave. Not going to be enough to kill the Slark or the Lifestealer. They're just going to get away from this. Axe is going to have that finished Blade Mail. Looks like Lina's going to have the Sage's Mask as well as the Staff of Wizardry. She's going to be going for that Yule's Scepter. On this bottom lane, Slark's going to come down. Still just with the finished Claymore. Only needs about 400 more in order to finish that Shadow Blade. Just needs the Shadow Amulet now. PL going to try to build up an illusion, throws out that Spirit Lance right now, building up a Doppelganger army. So still yet to see the Storm Spirit combination with the Lifestealer getting those Lifestealer bombs off whenever he zips in, but that's going to be probably their mid-game goal and objective is to get those pickoffs off. Queen of Pain is going to blink in over here. Going to bottle up and heal herself a little bit. Does have 16 gold in the bank. Interesting to see if she's going to want to go for that Agnum Scepter, the Orchid. PL and the Lifestealer. Infest is going to come out. Queen of Pain doesn't have a blink. She is going to fall to the Slark. Dark Pack going to be the thing to finish her off there. Lifestealer is going to come down into this lane. Lena's going to blink away. Axe has spotted him, though. We're going to continue to have the Broodmother pushing in that top lane, though. Not really sure she's going to be capable of taking the tier 3 at the moment. She might want to be TPing out and starting her pushes in other lanes in order to take out those outer tier 2 towers that remain for the Dire team at the moment. Ping's coming out for the Radiant saying that they want to defend this tower. We are going to have 4 out of the 5 heroes for the Dire team down here, though. Faceless Void's going to TP that back tier 2. He's going to start walking up here, maybe falling into the jungle and waiting in order to time walk in and dropping that Chrono Spear over on the Dire team. We're going to see the disconnect from the Storm Spirit. Blinking from Axe, but that's going to get shortened by the pause here. Since it is recording, let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit until this is Storm Spirit is reconnected. They are unpausing now. And they're going to repause. Looks like they're going to try to get the Storm Spirit back into the game before they decide to continue, as there is a fight breaking out with the Storm Spirit right in the middle of it. Moving forward, though, it is going to be only those two outer tier 2 towers, as I said, for the Dire. Broodmother's going to continue to try to push those down. Oh. Excuse me, fast forwarding a little bit too much. We're going to have the Chronosphere dropped. It is going to take out the Lina. PL's going to drop on the backside. Lifestealer's going to get Culling Blade by the Axe. So it is going to be a 3-for-1 in favor of the Radiant on that one. Diving a little too deep. They didn't have their Storm Spirit down there after he had disconnected. Void drops a nice Chronosphere that's going to be able to get the PL as well as the Lifestealer. So we're going to see Storm Spirit does have the finished recipe for that Bloodstone. Only has the point booster though. Going to still need the mana, the Vitality booster, and one more piece in order to finish that. Radiant Courier is going to get sent to that side shop. He is going to get the Void Stone. Probably going to be going to the Lina in order to finish her Eul's Scepter. So all she needs now is the recipe. Gonna be nice, she's gonna be able to blink in as well as Eul's Sceptering someone up. Slark is gonna be invisible in this mid lane, does spot out the Lina rotation in with the Queen of Pain here. Let's see if he wants to go in. I'm gonna get a couple Essence Chip stacks over on this Lina. Gonna Shadow Walk away. Gonna just get this Lina before she can get a Dragon Slave or a Light Strike Array off on him. Axe is here as well. Gonna get the Blink Call over on this Slark. He's gonna take a lot of damage from the Scream of Pain from the Queen of Pain as well, and then you're gonna get the Culling Blade for the Axe. That's gonna be the thing to finish him off. So you're going to see Queen of Pain pushing this middle lane a little bit. Broodmother did fall up on this top part of the map near the tier 3. That's what I was talking about before. It is going to be incredibly difficult for him to stick around. Very easy for the Dire team in order to... It can either TP back to their well or this tier 3 tower and just have easy initiation on her. I'd like to see her try to get those tier 2 towers out in those other lanes before she continues to try to push high ground. If they're not going to do that, I would like to see the Radiant. They're going to draw some attention to this top lane, force out some rotations, maybe be able to get either that tier 2 in the bottom lane or an easy Roshan. No vision for the Radiant out on this map, though. The only ward, again, is going to be this Dire ward up in their own jungle, trying to make it safe for the Lifestealer and the PL to farm these neutral camp creeps. We are going to see the Point Booster as well as the Ogre Club pick up on the Axe. He's going to be going for his Agnum Scepter. Only needs 2 more pieces for that. About 1,700 gold for him until he's finished with it. You're going to see a Yasha pick up from the Lifestealer. He's going to have the Ogre Club as well as the Belt of Strength finish. He's going to be going for that Saint Yasha. Just going to be going for as much move speed as he possibly can. Not going to quite be that race car build that some go with the drums, phase boots, Yasha. We're going to see down here, it is going to be the Axe and the Lina who get caught out. It's going to be Lina who falls. Storm Spirit's going to ball lightning in over on this Axe. He's going to start to TP away. It's going to be Electric Vortex. Scream of Pain's going to come over on that backside. Another ward is down. Axe is going to fall. The Faceless Void is decrepified. Not going to use. Doesn't have enough mana for that Chronosphere. On this backside, it looks like the Lifestealer is going to come out of the PL and just walk away and start farming again himself. Broodmother is up here pressuring this top tier 3 tower. This is when I'd like to see the Radiant start moving towards pressuring the bottom lane. But after losing 2, the Dust is going to come out. He's going to try to man fight up against this Lifestealer, who does have Armlet as well as his Rage. Going to be enough to take him down. PL's going to come in. Lifestealer's going to get the last hit too, though. And meanwhile, down on this bottom lane, Slark's going to start pressuring that tier 1 tower. Queen of Pain's going to come in with a Haste Rune. Slark's going to miss the pounce, gets the Dark Pact off. But looks like he's just going to walk away. Does have that finished Shadow Blade, going to use that to go invisible. Queen of Pain's not going to be able to pursue him. All she needs is the Point Booster in order to finish her Agnum Scepter. Going to be a lot of damage coming at her with that Sonic Wave, but as much damage as she's dealing, that Pugna Nether Ward definitely going to start doing a lot of damage to herself too. So they are going to have to find a way in order to deal with that Pugna Nether Ward. It's going to start picking apart this Radiant team whenever they try to team fight with him in the vicinity of it. Slark is going to Shadow Blade up. Might be able to find this Axe as well as the Lina. See if he wants to go on either one of them. He is kind of low on mana. Oh, they're going to smoke, and it's going to get busted immediately. They know the Slark is there now, but not much they can do without having any invis detection right now. Finish Bloodstone over on the Storm Spirit. So 23 minutes for him. Not the world's best timing, but not bad at all either. So he's going to be going around trying to probably get those infest bombs with the Lifestealer, try to get some more charges up on that Bloodstone so he can have a lot of mana regen so he can sustain in these fights a little bit more easily. Axe still working on that Agnum Scepter, still the same amount, about 1,700 gold. That death in the middle lane, a little setting him back a little bit here. It's going to be a point boost ultimate orb pickup for the Phantom Lancer, as well as the helmet. He did not decide to go for that Vladimir's Offering. He's going to go for the Helm of the Dominator, most likely moving into a Manta style next so he can just mass create illusions and try to get an entire army going. Another ward is going to get dropped by the Pugna. They are going to find the Faceless Void. Lina's here as well. Going to throw out the Light Strike Array, but Lifestealer is just going to rage up. Chronosphere is going to come out. They're going to start putting the right clicks over on this Lifestealer. Laguna Bait is available. He's going to throw that out. He is going to fall to the right clicks from Lina. He's going to time walk out for himself. Meanwhile, on this backside, there is going to be the Axe going on the Pugna. He's going to get decrepified and just going to have the Pugna walk away. Storm Spirit's here as well. Electric Vortex. Queen of Pain's there too. The Nether Ward is doing work though. She drops the Scream of Pain. It's going to do a lot of damage to her. It's going to take out the do a lot of damage to the Storm Spirit. Lina's here with the Light Strike Array. Going to stop this Phantom Lancer. Time walk over on him. Looks like the Faceless Void is going to get the kill. Slark's on the backside over here, though. Pugna's going to get caught out with the Berserker's Call. Going to die. Slark's going to pick up the Lina on the backside, too. So far, a 1 for 3 in favor of the Radiant. Going to continue to go on the Slark. He doesn't have any mana left. Can't use his Shadow Walk. And it's going to be a triple kill for the Faceless Void. Getting that stun lock off. Nice crits from the Chrysalis, as well as his Maelstrom procs. Meanwhile, up on this top lane, though, Broodmother does have an entire army of Spiderlings actually going to be able to take out this tier 3 tower. Going to move over onto the Storm Spirit. Going to get Orchided up, silenced by him. Going to continue to do right-click damage. Going to get another Spawn Spiderlings. He is. The Storm Spirit's just going to TP in and die. Slark going to request for the report on Storm, but not a lot he could have done there. Fresh pickup of the Orchid by the Broodmother. Definitely going to help out. Has 2,900 gold in the bank on top of that. You do a lot of damage to this melee barracks. Might be able to take this out, actually. See if they want to try to defend with the Lifestealer. He's going to pop the Dust, and he's going to throw the Open Wounds over on him. It's TP in from the Storm Spirit over here, as the Pugna, excuse me. Going to get Orchided up. Not going to be able to drop an Infest or anything of that nature if he needs to. But looks like the Broodmother just going to be able to walk away here. 3k gold in the bank. Wouldn't be surprised if she decides she wants to try going for that Necronomicon, just really investing in that split pushing capabilities. Hyperstone going to be picked up for the Faceless Void. He's going to be looking to finish that Mjolnir. Going to be able to get his that nice buff up on him, that mana shield or the static shield. Going to be able whenever the right clicks from the Faceless, excuse me, the Slark and the PL are going to be proccing a lot of charges on that. On this bottom lane, Lifestealer is going to he's going to have the Blink Initiation from the Axe, gets the call off over on the Pugna. Not going to be enough to get the Culling Blade off on him. He's going to drop really low though. Faceless Void is over here. Doesn't have enough mana for Chrono. Slark is going to go really low. Light Strike Array is going to miss over on the Storm Spirit. Lina's going to fall on the backside. Faceless Void does get the kill over on the Slark. Cream of Pain is going to come in. Sonic Wave is going to come out and take down that Storm Spirit. She's really low. Lifestealer's here as well. One more right click. She's going to go down too. See if they want to move over on this Faceless Void. Diffusal Blade doing work for him. No more mana. Does have enough for the time walk though. They're going to continue to chase him. Can't get away. Is going to be the Phantom Lancer who gets the last hit on him. Meanwhile, on this top lane, the Broodmother is going to finish that Rax, so it's going to be a 4 for 3 trade, buyback on the Storm Spirit, but they are going to get a Rax in exchange for that. It's going to be about a 2,800 gold swing in favor of the Dire. Checking out this net worth graph, Radiant did have about a 14k lead, swinging back now towards 2,500. They're going to have to start defending against this top lane push, though, because the creeps are going to naturally go into there, whether the Broodmother's there or not. Looks like Lifestealer is going to try to start working on the Roshan, but not going to be able to do it by himself. It's going to be the second ultimate orb pickup for the Phantom Lancer. He does already have the point booster and the Orb of Venom, so it's going to be a finished Scotty for him whenever that Courier brings out the last ultimate orb. Going to be nice for those right-click auto attack slows, but... So actually, I apologize, he did not have a Diffusal Blade. It was just the Pugna Nether Ward that was draining the Faceless Void's mana in that one fight down by the Dire Tier 2 tower. So that's going to be nice. The attack slow, if he can get his army out, whether he's there or not, going to be slowing up that other team. Almost works as like a pseudo Shiva's Guard. Assuming we're going to see the Axe as well as the Lina here. They are getting rotated on by the Lifestealer as well as the Slark. Rage going to come out from the Lifestealer. He's going to get Electric Vortex up on the backside. Lina's going to use herself. Slark going to work on him. Axe is probably going to fall here to the combination of the Storm Spirit as well as the Lifestealer. Slark going to get that leap over on the pounce over on the Lina. Going to just connect on the very end of it. Chronosphere is going to come out. He's going to start working over on the Slark. Probably going to be able to take him out before he gets the Shadow Dance off. And he is. It's going to be a pickup for the Storm Spirit, or the Faceless Void. 2 for 1 in favor of the Radiant. Losing the Lina as well as the Axe in exchange for the Slark. So we are going to see the Skull Basher pick up for the Lifestealer and see if he wants to move into an Abyssal or start picking up some more pieces in order to make himself more well-rounded, capable of getting those initiations off and sustaining within these team fights. Dagger is going to come out over on him. Queen of Pain is sitting over on the side. There is a Pugna here as well, though, so I'm not sure if she really wants to blink in to get this initiation. If he drops the ward, going to be doing a lot of damage to herself. She is just going to TP out. Drops the Nether ward because they think that she's still over here, but they're going to find out she's not. Storm Spirit, 5 charges over on his Bloodstone. Got a couple back after that last fight, after going down to 3. You see Faceless Void just farming these Ancients. Does have the finished Mjolnir point booster as well. He's going to be going for that Agnum Scepter. Going to be nice for his Chronosphere. So it is going to be the Necro Book finished over on the Broodmother as well. She's going to have Necro 3 whenever it gets flown out to her on that Courier. She is sticking up around this top lane. Not really sure if that's her best bet. No objectives left to take up there. If the Radiant really want to rely on the split push from her, they're going to have to draw attention down up to this top lane themselves while she split pushes down in the bottom. Pings are going to come out towards that Roshan pit. Bounty Hunter, Bounty Rune picked up for the Lifestealer. Lina's over in this mid lane. Might get initiated on over by this Lifestealer. She's going to just blink away, though. On the backside, there is going to be the Faceless Void. He does have Chronosphere up. Let's see if he wants to go over and on this. Storm Spirit's going to come in. Vortex is going to go out on him. Nether Ward is here. Let's see if Void wants to just time walk away or drop the Chronosphere. He's actually just going to walk away. Storm Spirit might be able to just sit back in. Let's see if the Lifestealer wants to infest in him. They can get another reinitiation on. Down in this bottom lane, Slark is going to be invisible. Spotting out that Axe as well as the Faceless Void. So in this top lane, the Broodmother is sitting up here. They do have a Sentry Ward up here for the Dire. Let's see if they want to alert her to that fact. She's just going to drop another web and go back up here. Throwing out the Nether Blast, not going to connect. Ping's coming out on this this Queen of Pain. They do have a ward here spotting out her movements. You might decide to go on her instead. Slark is here. Pounce is going to come out and Fest Bomb from him. Blink away from the Queen of Pain. Storm Spirit's going to zip over, though. Get the Vortex off on her. It's going to be enough to take her down. It is going to be the Storm Spirit who gets the kill in the end. Broodmother is still up here in this top lane. Going to walk out of the base inside of her webs. Let's see if they're capable of getting her in the end. They are going to spot her out. They are going to drop a sentry. She's actually stuck inside of here. Drops another web in order to move around. Storm Spirit's going to run out of mana before he's capable of getting her. Going to pop that Remnant while walking back through it. So, Broodmother is creating space up top. They're going to have the Lifestealer come in. Going to get Berserker's... Berserker Call actually going to miss from the Rage. Bash is coming out on both the Lifestealer as well as the Faceless Void. Faceless Void dropping really low. Lifestealer going to do a lot of damage. Start going up on that Axe as well. Berserker's Call coming out. Going to tank up a little bit. Lina's going to TP back out on the top backside. Actually going to die to the, the Slark. Lifestealer is going to get that kill on Axe as well. 4-for-0 trade in favor of the Dire. Broodmother creating space up in that top lane. They are going to get the tower, but not really sure if that's worth it for the Radiant at the moment. As you can see, the Faceless Void is going to start pinging him, drawing arrows down in this bottom lane, wanting the Broodmother to start creating pressure down there. They're going to zip over on her to get the Vortex off. PL is going to start doing the right clicks. That Scotty Slush certainly going to help. Orchid it up as the PL. Looks like in the Insatiable Hunger, not going to be enough to take him down. Can't even find him within the clones and illusions. Looks like Lifestealer is going to try to work on this Roshan, taking a lot of damage. Doesn't really have any mana left either. Does have that finished Abyssal Blade on him, though. That's going to be really useful for whenever he infests inside that Storm Spirit, and they get the initiation off. Not even going to need to rely on the Electric Vortex from the Storm. Even if they do get a BKBs up, that Abyssal Blade is going to go through that. On this bottom lane, Queen of Pain is going to notice the Lifestealer down here. And Dire are going to take that tier 2 bottom. Slark has both of his ultimate orbs as well as the Orb of Venom. Has enough gold actually right now for that Eye of Scotty. Chronosphere is going to come out over on the Slark. He's going to get decrepified, though, from the Pugna. Light Strike Array going over on the Slark. He's going to get Dragon Slaved, as well as the Light Strike Array. He's going to get the Shadow Dance off, taking a lot of damage from the counter helixes from this axe, but he's going to just be able to use Shadow Blade and walk away. So they are going to lose the Pugna on the backside of that. Broodmother did die up top, so it is going to be a 1-for-1. But they are going to get that tier 2 tower down bottom for the Dire. Still standing as this top tier 1 tower. Let's see if they want to make moves up towards that. It might be a pretty easy pickup for them. Axe going to pick up that Bounty Rune. Does have the finished Agnum Scepter now, so that threshold in order to get his Culling Blade off is going to be a little bit higher. Faceless Void picking up all the components he needs in order to have that Agnum Scepter. Going to be looking for him to get those long duration Chronospheres off now. Really should help the Radiant out in these fights. Might be able to scout out that Pugna ward with the time that the space created by the Chronosphere from the Void, so that they continue to drop their spells in these fights without taking too much damage from that flare. Gonna pop the Lincolns from the Queen of Pain dagger over on that Roshan. Let's see if they want to move in here and try to do that and take Rosh. She's gonna have the finished Veil of Discord over on her. Interesting pickup. Gonna amplify that magic damage taken by the Dire team. No one has BKB except for the innate rage from the Lifestealer. He is going to pick up a Hyperstone too, though. Looks like he's probably going to be going for either a Sol Cuirass or going to get a Mjolnir of his own. Faceless Void comes in here. He's going to be doing a majority of the right-click damage to this Roshan. See who they want to give it to. He could just drop this Sentry Ward in order to pick it up himself, or whether or not they want to give it to the Axe. Yeah, they're going to give it to the Axe, so he's capable of blinking in, getting that Berserker's Call off, drawing a lot of attention, maybe grouping up the heroes so that Faceless Void can get a big Chronosphere off, and then he can respawn once he dies after getting the initiation. So you can see Broodmother has moved in this middle lane with the rest of her team. No more tier 1 tower or tier 2 towers for the Dire. Lots of pings coming out. They are going to notice that the Storm Spirit is up here from this ward that they have right here in their jungle. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there is going to be the Slark pushing this tower. Going to be looking to try to take that down while the Radiant pushes in that mid and bottom lane. Definitely want to start getting the Equilibrium closer to the Radiant base after losing their top racks. So you can see the Radiant team is going to start moving down into this bottom lane. Broodmother going to continue to pressure the mid one while they do that. Queen of Pain is sitting in the middle of these two, trying to decide where she wants to defend. Actually going to go back on the Slark. Once they see that, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dire team wants to try to initiate with this. Going to drop the Slark really low, gets the Veil of Discord off, and the Screen of Pain, or the Sonic Wave is going to do a lot of damage. Slark's going to reinitiate, just going to blink away after getting the Pounce off. Looks like Faceless Void's going to come in here, looking for the Chronosphere. Going to catch the Storm Spirit. He's going to start doing his red clips. He does get decrepified, though, from the Pugna, and he's going to start using his Life Drain over on this Lifestealer, giving him a lot of extra health. Lena's going to get the Laguna Blade off on the backside. Axe is going to fall during all this. That's going to be the Aegis pop. Lifestealer is dropping pretty low, has that armlet toggled, and as soon as he gets it off, he's going to be incredibly low. Lena and Faceless Void falling during that fight, though. Nice decrepify from the Pugna, keeping the Faceless Void from doing too much damage inside that Chronosphere. It is going to be they won't get the tier 1 tower top after the Queen of Pain rotated in, but that was their opportunity to get the initiation for the Dire, only losing that Pugna in trade for the Faceless Void as well as the Lena. We're going to have the Broodmother sitting here. They have spotted out that oh, actually on the backside it's going to be the Slark who gets the pounce over on that Axe. He's eating a lot of damage. Slark is silenced. He's going to get Culling Bladed up. The Storm Spirit is going to come in. No more mana though. Berserker's Call is going to get missed on Axe. On the backside, we are going to have the PL. He's going to throw out the Spirit Land, start creating some illusions. Going over on this Broodmother. Going to get the open wounds over on the Broodmother. Abyssal Blade as well. She's going to drop low as well as the Axe. Counter Helix is coming out galore, doing a decent amount of damage. Looks like Axe is going to fall in the end. It is going to be the Phantom Lancer who gets him. Looks like Broodmother might just walk away from this, though. So all in all, pretty even fight right there. Net worth-wise, that 14k net worth from the Radiant actually going to start going down towards 6k. Sonic Wave's going to come out. It's going to get dodged from the Phantom Lancer. Does have that Veil of Discord up. Pugna Netherward's going to go down. The Broodmother's going to fall to the Electric Vortex and the Nether Blast from the Pugna. See if they want to try to catch up this Queen of Pain. She does have Blink up. She's probably just going to be able to blink away. So they're nice pickups for the Dire team, getting that Axe as well as the Broodmother. So that Veil of Discord definitely helping out with doing a lot of damage to the Slark, but that Shadow Dance as well as the Shadow Blade is helping save him a couple times. No real Sentry Wards down for the Radiant except for down by this bottom tier 3 tower in the bot lane. Storm Spirit has 11 charges up on his Bloodstone, has the Void Stone as well as 2,500 in his bank. Not really sure what he's going to want to go with that. Might be a Lincoln Sphere, early Perseverance for the Void Stone, as well as the Ring of Health for him. He's going to be the Assault Cuirass pickup for the Lifestealer, has the Plate Mail as well as the Hyperstone, just needs the Chainmail in the recipe. Actually has enough for it right now if he wants it. Looks like down this bottom lane, they are going to scout out the Lina, and Slark's going to go over Initiate on him. There is a Faceless Void over here if he wants to Time Walk in and drop the Chronosphere. Lina's going to Force Staff herself away. Slark's walking over towards that. Going to throw the Light Strike Array out, but it's going to miss over on him. Throws the Chronosphere out as the Faceless Void. He pops that Mask of Madness, start going to work over on the Slark. He's going to die as well. So that's going to be a Slark in exchange for a Lina. Not really worth it for the Dire. Let's see if they can get anything else to follow this up with. Pugna is going to pick up that Vitality booster. Most likely going to be a Rada Atos coming out from him. Just needs the 2 more Staff of Wizardry. Over in this mid lane, Storm Spirit is going to get spotted out by the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave is going to come out with the Orchid as well. Spawn Spiderlings, and it's going to be the Broodmother who gets the final hit on him for the kill. Phantom Lancer is going to pick up that Butterfly. Going to be really nice dealing with the right clicks of the Faceless Void. He is going to be forced to get an MKB back if he wants to do this in order to fight up. Queen of Pain is going to drop really low. Phantom Lancer might be able to catch her out before she gets back to base. She is going to get the TP off in the end, though. Meanwhile, this Broodmother going to get the Flare from the Nether Ward. They're going to drop a Sentry, but it might not be in vision of it. They're going to use the Courier to spot her out. Nice play from the Dire right now. Going to get the Life Train out over on the Necronomicon units. PL going to go to work on the Broodmother on the backside. Doesn't have any webs right now dropped. She could drop one. Actually just going to fall to the right clicks of the Phantom Lancer as well as the Lifestealer. So we can check out this XP graph. Actually going to dip really far down towards the Dire's favor, around 10,000 or 12,000. Going to go back up around 9,500 at this point. Gold is pretty similarly continuing to go down towards the Dire's favor, going back up a little bit after those kills in the mid lane. You're going to see the Queen of Pain over in this mid lane. Does have the Mystic Staff. Probably going to be going for that Sheepstick. Slark is going to be over here scouting it out. They are going to get the Abyssal Blade over on that Queen of Pain. Going to get enough right-click damage in order to fall really early. We're going to get the Nether Ward drop, but the Chronosphere is going to take out that Pugna with the right-clicks from the Void. He's dropping really low as well. It's going to be the Pugna, the Phantom Lancer, who actually gets the kill over on the Axe and the Lifestealer on the Faceless Void. Decent Chronosphere from him, but at the same time, just not enough people caught up in it, and he's going to end up falling in the end. Does do the right thing by going on that Pugna first, keeping him from decrepifying the Faceless Void during that Chronosphere. But all in all, just going to catch his own teammates in that Chronosphere. They're going to end up falling in the end because of it. So that the tier 3 tower in the mid lane going to drop for the Dire, but it looks like this PL and Lifestealer are working towards the tier 3 of the Radiance as well in this mid. They know that Broodmother's up top, and they can see that the Lina was just pushing that bottom lane. They are going to get that tier 3 pretty easily. Radiant do not have a glyph for this. Rax is going to fall as well. Buyback on the Faceless Void. Let's see if they want to go over on this. He does have another Chronosphere up. Light Strike Array is going to come out, but it's going to miss over on that PL. Time Walk in from the Faceless Void. Let's see, he drops the Chronosphere. You're going to start to go to work on that PL. Butterfly causing him to miss a lot of damage. Going to throw the Laguna Blade out. Going to do a decent amount. Actually is going to fall before the duration of the Chronosphere is over. Not going to be able to get that juke off from the Doppelganger. So nice buyback from the Faceless Void. Going to stop the death of that ranged barracks. They are going to lose their melee barracks in the meantime. The Broodmother's going to go and try to do work on this barracks herself. They are going to throw the glyph out. The Storm Spirit's over here for initiation. Life Drain out over on the Pugna. They are going to get the Abyssal Blade from the Lifestealer. He doubles back. They're going to get the kill over on him. So nice double back from the Lifestealer after going for the mid barracks in order to get that kill over on the Broodmother. We are going to see pings out over on that Roshan. Not quite up yet, though. So unfortunately, there's going to be some wasted movement over from the Radiant team. See the Slark, he's still sitting just on that finished Eye of Scott. He does have a Gem of True Sight, though. Looks like that Roshan is going to come back up. See, is going to come and ping out from the Storm Spirit, letting them know that they're doing that, but looks like they're just going to take this uncontested. This is going to be a nice pickup for the Radiant, something that they're really going to need for this next team fight. So they're going to continue to do that. Looks like they are going to be trading this for a tier 1 tower in the top lane. Not everyone has a TP scroll in order to defend this. They are going to smoke up in this, try to rotate out, find some pickoffs. In this top lane, Storm Spirit is going to go to work in this. He does have his finished Scythe of Vice. Going to be nice for those initiations. Combination with the Lifestealer, Abyssal Blade, they're going to be able to just completely keep a hero down. Going to be the Skullbasher pickup for the Slark. Rada Atos is finished for the Pugna as well. Meanwhile, the Radiant are pressuring this bottom lane. The Chronosphere is going to come out from the Void. He's just going to catch the Queen of Pain and his own heroes and the Lina inside of it, though. Axe is going to start going to work over on this PL. Dragonslave's going to come out over on the, trying to hit DPL, but it's just going to hit his illusions. The Pugna Ward is down. They're going to get the Berserker's Call off over on this PL. Sonic Wave's going to come up, Decrepify over on the Axe. Meanwhile, on the backside, it is going to be the Faceless Void who falls to the Lifestealer. PL's going to get those a lot of right clicks out. Lina's going to fall as well. Aegis is going to be popped over on that Axe. He's going to come back up, but there's no Queen of Pain for him. She's already TP'd out. This is just going to be a dead Axe in the end of it. So really nice trade-off for the Dire there. Starting to really snowball. The Chronosphere from the Void completely off point. Only going to catch his own teammates inside of it. PL not caught in it himself, just his illusions. So all in all, really good fight for the Dire there. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for these either tier 4s or just moving up into this top lane, going through that backdoor protection. Slark's going to get the pounce over on the Broodmother. Not going to be enough to stop her TP, though. Like that would have stopped that would be the Abyssal Blade or stun from the Lifestealer at the moment. So they are going to ping out that they're going for these tier 4 towers at the moment. Might just be going for that GG push. No buyback on either the Void, Axe, or Lina. Not sure they're going to be able to defend against this. It is going to be the Storm Spirit trying to kill the Broodmother up in that bottom lane. Looks like they're probably just going to be able to GG this. Going to work on that Ancient. Broodmother's not back here. Neither is the Queen of Pain. Going to throw out the Glyph. Probably not going to be enough, though. Going to throw out the Nether Blast, doing a lot of damage. Queen of Pain's finally back. It's going to be too late, though. That's going to be game for the Dire. Really nice comebacks. Losing a couple of Roshan Aegises. Despite that, pulling out some really nice team fights. Getting some farm up on that Lifestealer as well as the PL. Nice comeback from the Storm Spirit as well after dining that top lane of the Brood after TPing in. But all in all, very well played from the Dire. Nice comeback from that 14k deficit. So everyone that tuned in, thank you so much for doing that. My name is Yaman Dota. This has been my 6th PubCast. Be sure to check out the Dota 2 Cast It subreddit. We did make a post over in Dota, but at the same time we are starting to run low on submissions. So feel free to throw those in there. It doesn't have to be an epic 70-game match. Just like this 45-minute one was pretty good game to cast. So thanks for the replay to the S3VV4 who submitted this. Everyone have a good night.